Mindset and emotions. Learn how to use your mind to control your feelings. Table of Contents. Introduction. Chapter 1. The relationship between the mind and your feelings. Chapter 2. What you should know about the emotions. Chapter 3. The interaction between the mind and the emotions. Chapter 4. The power of the mind. Chapter 5. Take charge. 10 ways to take absolute control of your mind. Chapter 6. Unlocking your mind power. Chapter 7. Controlling your feelings. Chapter 8. The role of the mind in controlling your feelings. Chapter 9. Controlling your feelings with the mind. Learning the art. Chapter 10. Using the mind control to check your feelings. Conclusion. Introduction. Can the mind really control emotions? The human emotion is a very influential force in our makeup. This ever-present force can be both helpful and painful to us. We experience different situations daily as humans, whether we are taking an early morning walk, trying to win a new client over at work, just received a piece of news worth celebrating, or taking a financial hit, or even the death of a loved one. These situations bring about different reactions when they take place. This is aided by the release of neurotransmitters. Feelings or emotions are triggered responses to situations. They are naturally linked to our flight or fight instincts that are inborn. We cry whenever we feel pain. We make sacrifices for love and take chances as a result of optimism over a prospect we envisage. As different situations produce different reactions, it is ideal to expect both sides of the coin. We react differently to the situations we experience, either in a proper manner or out of line. This can prove to be costly both to ourselves and our relationship with others. Reacting well to situations is undoubtedly beneficial and cannot be simply overlooked. The conscious and subconscious are two levels of our thought process, i.e., the mind. The latter has been researched to be more aware than the former. Its capacity to retain information from our senses, which are the centers of taking in information, is extremely high. Data from the 5 sense organs are seamlessly captured and stored by the subconscious mind. As influential as this level of the mind is in the projection of emotions, it is rarely accessed. To have control of one's feelings, it is imperative to ask the subconscious as well as the surface conscious part of the mind. You will go on to learn how to do so as you read on. Generally, the control means influencing something or having a measure of power over it. Control in this context is a learned skill. It refers to the ability to discipline thoughts, feelings, and emotions as it does not come naturally. Control must be learned. So how do you control your feelings using the mind? Knowledge is power. It brings about control. To learn to control one's feelings with the mind is important. As a matter of fact, to understand the different concepts surrounding the mind and the human feelings. You will be in a better position to control your feelings and emotions after gaining this knowledge. This book goes on to highlight key areas that will help any individual applying its method to go on to achieve total control of the emotions. It discusses the mind and emotions, their relationship, and how they work in tandem. Our feelings can alternate between volatile extremes. When it is steered extremely to the right, we find ourselves in a state of euphoria, and when it veers extremely to the left, it borders on rage. Love, ecstasy, excitement are examples of positive feelings which should be encouraged. Rage, bitterness, hate, envy are some negative emotions which can spiral uncontrollably when triggered, hence leading to havoc. To attain moderation, putting things in the right perspective and handling negative emotions to the best degree, control is a must. To learn how to use the mind to control your feelings, it is important to first understand the mind and how feelings work. The next chapter brings this to the fore.